Hey everyone, welcome to this video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. And if you've been rocking with me for a little while, welcome back. I appreciate your love and support. So today's video is about watercolor. And specifically, if you're a watercolor beginner like me, I really love watercolor. I love the movement. I love the freedom of it. And I just really like watercolor. But, as we know, watercolor can be unpredictable. It can do its own thing if you don't know how to control it. So a lot of artists are intimidated by it, especially new artists. And to be honest with you, my intention with watercolor is not to be like a watercolor purist. I don't want to learn how to control it and be like very precious with it and be realistic and exact with it. I like it for its movement. I like it for its unpredictability. So when I use watercolor, I use it in a very abstract way. I'm combining colors. Sometimes my colors turn muddy, as they say, but I don't care about that because I like to use watercolor as like backgrounds and stuff. I've used them in illustrations before, more precisely and things of that nature. But my favorite way to use watercolor as a beginner is to use it, very abstractly. So, an example of this is of what we're going to do today is here. Put that all in. What I did here was tape up the page, created these little boxes, and then splashed on some watercolor random colors, and then I went on top of it with brush pens. So this is one of the things that I do as a beginner in watercolor to use my paints and explore what they do, what I like and what I don't like. So this is something that I like to do is block off the page with tape and just go for it and throw the watercolor on the page. Another thing that I like to do with watercolor as a beginner is, again, random colors, but I try to stay harmonious in the tones that I picked and the colors that I picked and create like an abstract landscape. You know what I mean? These colors obviously are not realistic, but it looks like a landscape, right? And I went on top of it with some crayons, some Stabilo Woodies. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog barking. That's my neighbor's dog. Anyway, on top with crayons, I drew a little houses and some goats here or sheep. I didn't really get the proportions right, but that doesn't matter. We're trying to use our watercolor in a way that's fun, that's expressive, and allows us to experiment as beginners, right? So I normally wouldn't share this next one that I'm going to share with you, but it's fine. We're all friends here. And this is something else that I do as a watercolor beginner, play with making portraits with different pictures. You know, this is quite bad. But I was just playing around and seeing how I could render a portrait abstractly with my watercolor. And I did something similar here. I got this picture from a magazine. But I sketched it out first. The proportions are all wrong, but she was supposed to be a bit slimmer on this side, but that is fine. I was playing around. Okay. So what we're going to be doing today is like I showed you the example, is something similar to this. We're going to be working in this sketchbook, which is a watercolor sketchbook with smooth hot press paper that I bought from Five Below. It is an 8x8, and you can find it at your local Five Below if you have one near you. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape off the spread and create little abstract boxes like this one. So what I want you to do, if you want to paint along with me, is grab your sketchbook, grab your watercolor and your brushes, and meet me back here. I have this page already prepped and ready to go. And the first thing I'm going to do is spray my palette. And I might give a little mist. Yeah, I'm going to mist my pages just a bit because I like watercolor. I like to do it wet on wet. Because that's where you get the real movement, like a lot of movement of the paint. All right, so let's take this, and I'll literally just like go like this on my palette and dab the paints on. I love this. This is opera pink, and I love that color in watercolor, opera pink. So sometimes you're gonna get some muddy situations when the colors mix, and that's fine. We're not looking for perfection here. This is a sap green. We're not looking for perfection. We're just looking to make some abstract shapes, some textures, and make something creative and also pretty. All right. Ooh, I like that orange. This is a core color. I don't know. You see how that moves? You see how that just, these core watercolors, look at how that moves like immediately. Look at that. Bam. I love that. Let me bring you in a little closer so you can see. Look at how that just moves immediately. Like I don't know. There's something in the core watercolors that I think I heard another artist say it's that they have some type of honey in their binders or something like that that makes the paint move like that so freely. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I heard. All right, I want some more opera pink. I like opera pink and orange together. I think that's a cool mixture. Ooh, I'm liking that sap green. And you don't have to think about it. I mean, because I'm talking you through this, you know, might seem like I'm thinking about it and I'm trying to pick colors that are complementary, but honestly, you don't have to think about it. Just throw whatever colors you like on and let them do their thing. I'm gonna get some more opera pink. I'm obsessed with opera pink watercolor. I just love it. There you go. And I think I'm gonna get some yellow in here too. Yellow. Ooh, yes. Love that. I'm really saturating this paper. I'm gonna have to dry it. Let's get this color in here. Some of it is getting a little muddy, but that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna dry this and come back. Okay, we're back, and I dried the pages, and now I have my two sponges here. And I'm thinking I haven't used this sponge in a while, this type of sponge in a while, so I'm going to use this one and see how I like it. If I don't like it, then I'll use this one because this one gives great texture and stuff. But let's try this one and see what it does. So I have my purple color over here, and I'm just going to dab. Just dab. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that looks different. I don't want to overwork it with the purple. One more dab over here. Okay. I think I'm done with purple. Let's see. Let's bring in a little bit of this kind of teal color. Let's put it over here. So I can pick it up. Ooh. I just put a lot of water in that well. Okay. All right, so let's pick it up like this on the side. And this paper, man, this paper can take it. This is a watercolor. This is also a watercolor sketchbook that I got from Five Below. I love that store. They just have really good sketchbooks and kind of good art supplies for beginners. This one is, the dimensions are 8 by 8. So I feel like it's a perfect size. It's not too big. It's not too small. And if you live near a Five Below, and the paper is really smooth. It's watercolor, but it's hot pressed. And for $5, you can't beat that. You can't beat that with a bat. All right, so there we go. I didn't get any blue over here. That's fine. Ooh, I picked up a little bit of purple. Let's run with that. And some pink. I'm just gonna scrape it up, sop it up like a biscuit. Okay. I'm done with that. What do you guys think so far? I'm really liking it. Let me stand up and look. Yes, I really like this. This is going to turn out nicely. Okay, so more drying time and I'll be back. Because now we're going to add, I think I'm going to use some pastels, some oil pastels on top. And so I'll be back. Okay, everyone, I am back. So this is what the pages are looking like so far. after our watercolor and, you know, applying it with brush and sponges, this is what things are looking like right now. And you can see all the blooms and all the textures and all the color mixing. Some of the colors are a little bit muddy, but we don't care. And so this is how everything has turned out. Now, what I'm going to do is grab my oil pastels. I just have them in this little container. Just a few Carandache Neo Pastels, which is their oil pastel range. And I'm going to pick out some colors that I think will work well. We want to use colors. I want to use colors that are really gonna come forward. So I'm gonna use this, and I think I have a red. Yeah, a red here. And what else? We'll see. I have an orange as well. Oh yeah, and this one. But you know, we'll see how it does. So, I mean, you could, if you're doing, you know, following along with me, you could absolutely leave your page like this, or, you know, you can take it one step further and add some more media on top. I'm choosing to add more media on top. And I think on this side, I'm going to do just like some abstract. There's not going to be, you know, any rhyme or reason to it. I'm just going to make some marks. Okay, guys? So I'm going to take this oil pastel, and this is Prussian blue. And I'm just going to move it across the page and do that. Let's do some more marks and just move it across the page. And I'm going to do one more color. I'm going to do red. I'm not going to overdo it. And move that across the page. What do y'all think? I like it. I like. All right, so that's that side. And on this side, I was thinking that I might do like little florals, maybe. Let's check, let's try. Let's see. Let's do some florals here. Big. Let's see. Yeah, something like that. You can do that, something like that. Or you can do florals like in a still life, in a vase. We'll do this. And we'll do these big leaves coming out of the vase. Like that. I just want to outline that right there. What do you think? I kind of want to add some red in there. Perfect. I like that a lot. Okay, so we have two more boxes. Let's, oh yeah, I forgot about this color back here. What is this color? English red. Okay, so what should we do with the English red? I'm just going to make like one of those agave plants. Like agave bushes. I know they're usually green, but we're not going for realism here. We're going for expression. That is what we're going for, expression. To express ourselves. How's that? All right, now I want to use the green in a more prominent way. All right, let me make some leaves first and then I'll deal with the rest. Did you guys just hear my stomach? What do you guys think? I like. So on one side we have abstraction and well, this is abstract too when you think about it because this is not realistic whatsoever. But it's all about the color, it's all about the texture, and it's all about just being creative in your sketchbook and playing with your materials, allowing yourself to use them. And because I know as artists, we buy all of these materials and then like we hold on to them, like, and we get very precious with them. Like and I'm guilty of that too. Like I'm very precious with my kind of expensive sketchbooks and I really need to break them in. I haven't used two sketchbooks that I've paid a lot of money for and I haven't used them yet and I don't know what I'm waiting for. So I'm definitely going to make a video about that once I break them in. But let's take the tape off, okay? But here we are with the finished spread. I like it. I like it. And like I said, it's something creative to do when you don't specifically have anything to draw in your sketchbook. This is creative. This is something to do with your watercolor and other materials. We could have used colored pencils on top. We could have used different markers like Posca markers on top, and just other media on top. But I decided to keep it simple because I really just wanted to show you guys what you can do in your sketchbooks when you're bored with your watercolor. So you can do something like this, or you can do something like this. Okay? So that is the end of the video, guys. I hope this helped you in any way that it needed to. Please go in my description box and sign up for my Substack newsletter. And also, I have launched some new prints on my website, martinefelton.com. And I'll add some shots of the new prints that I've added at the end of this video. So go on down to the description box and check out my website, check out my new prints. If you're new here, subscribe, comment, interact with the video, and don't forget to please share, okay? Share this video with your friends, and again, subscribe to my Substack newsletter. Thank you all for all your support and all your kind comments that I get. And I'll be back with another video soon. Take care.